Hey everybody, Multiclass Gamer here. Welcome back to more Metroid Prime Trilogy. In this episode, we're going to be entering, I believe this is the research lab. Is it? Oh, research core. Never mind. Sorry. Sorry, sometimes I get lab and core mistaken for each other. Space pirates down. Next up we go. Oh, flying pirates. Okay. Hey, no flying in the halls, okay? I gotta do all this hall monitor stuff myself. I'm so sick of it. No suicide attacks in the hall either. I guess it's death by electrocution then. Fine. Alright, anyways, what do we got? Yeah, I know there's a... I know someone's probably gonna point out in the comments, or not, maybe not, I don't know. There are some, pirate logs I missed in the previous lab. Don't worry, I'll get those on the way. Once again, we're going to be backtracking through that area here real soon anyways. Oh, this isn't actually a log. Okay, so yeah, it's actually stuff there's 3 scans we have to activate in this room, actually, is the whole dealio. But I'm pretty sure there are pirate logs in here as well. So, we will get those in due time, of course. There are also Metroids in here, but they are contained until a scripted event, because I guess if that is kind of a spoilerific thing to mention. What do you have to say anyways? Testing thermal imaging software complete. Commence download to tactical visor prototype for field testing. Oh. What's this about a visor? I don't know. I guess we'll have to find out here in a second. Make sure not to skip any floors, because there might be something important. I guess maybe you can skip this floor. But we do have a turret, some turrets in here, so watch out for those. But I believe they're all on the bomb, it looks like. God damn it, it got me. Or it got me. It's just a machine after all. There we go. So hey folks, doing this lovely day. Okay, I think this is one of the scans, yep. Just one more and we'll got whatever this thing is that the pirates are trying to research or do whatever with. Whatever it is, it's not good because it's the pirates, so, you know, we have to stop it. Today's it's 7:30 in the morning on July 24th, I do think. It's Friday, so whatever day 24th lands on. I've been seeing rumors of Metroid Prime Trilogy being ported to the Switch. We've been hearing about this for like over a year now or so, at least ever since Prime 4 was announced. And quite frankly, I'm sort of kind of hoping they don't, but at the same time hoping they do. The only reason I'm hoping they don't is because obviously, well, I'm already LPing the Wii version, so it's going to make this like obsolete almost immediately. So I'm hoping they at least don't announce it for like another year or so. But, knowing my luck, it'll probably be announced, like, as soon as I start releasing Cell-P or something. Anyways, whatever. Time to get whatever this is. And also, we have a new type of door here that we will definitely not be able to open anytime soon. So, keep that in mind for later. But in the meantime, we got something new here. It's a new visor. It wasn't obvious already. Thermal visor acquired. There we go. And now we have to backtrack and go back the way we came, back to the observatory. But going back, things are gonna be a little different. The lights have gone out. We can't see anything now. In fact, actually, yeah. Now we have these. We're gonna have a lot of these cloaking pirates, whatever they're called, shadow pirates. Yeah. So we're gonna be start to see a lot more of these shadow pirates, because of the fact that you actually need the thermal visor in order to see them properly. You can still shoot at them without the thermal visor if you can accurately tell where they are, but it's better to just put on the thermal visor, that way you know their exact location. And this also is the start of a new, of a sort of mechanic that you'll be seeing a little bit throughout the entire game, and that is dark rooms, or rooms in which using the wave beam to power on electrical devices, essentially. And this will be the first instance of that, but first we gotta take out this Metroid. Oh, dang. Whenever they're doing this, like when they have the electrical field around them, they're invulnerable, so you just gotta wait for them to stop doing that. They won't latch onto you while they're doing that, so it's just one of those things where you gotta stop them. Or you can try to catch them in a an attack loop. That way they don't get a chance to heal or whatever. Oh, so yeah, see, I did it too late there, so it had a chance to do that electrical surge thing. There we go. But yeah, I'm really hoping both for and against the Prime Trilogy Switch release, but I guess we'll have to wait and see. I could see them waiting until Prime 4 is released to do it, so hopefully that'll be... Well, actually, I don't know, because then it might draw sales away from Prime 4, so I'm pretty sure they're going to want to release it before Prime 4 to hype it up instead. Like maybe a few months in advance or something like that. Anyways, when you have your thermal visor on these dark rooms, and you can't get progress any further, you should be able to see these conduits here. You can't see them in the scan visor or the normal visor, but they're there, and you have to hit them with the wave beam to power them on. Because if you recall correctly, the wave beam is electric based, so that means that it can do that sort of thing. Anyways, we have the new enemies here, Sentry Drones. We've seen them here and there. They alert the pirates of our location. Well armed and armored security mecha, Sentry Drones have limited intelligence, but do their assigned tasks well. Being machines, they are susceptible to electrical attacks when alerted. Drones initiate a security lockdown, then attempt to neutralize the intruder. Their electronic warfare suit can scramble visor technology as well. And yes, that's very annoying whenever they do that. Whenever there's like a certain attack that they do that will actually, they'll sort of, whoa, what the hell? I thought it was going down already. Or maybe that's a different one, I don't know. There we go. Yeah, sometimes when they're going down, they'll explode, and that will actually kind of short-circuit your visors temporarily, so you'll be unable to see your stats and whatever. But it's mostly harmless. It just lasts for a few seconds. Yeah, I don't think so. Sometimes they'll kind of lunge at you and stun you a bit, so that's kind of annoying. But anyways, back in the research lab here, we're mostly going to be wearing our thermal visor to see where we're going, because it gets pretty dark in these rooms, and what the hell, dude? Seriously? Actually did a pretty good job of dodging me there. Just by running around all strange, like... Okay, you're down. Okay, so this is one of the rooms... This is the room where I missed some of the scans, and... Wow, I can't see anything. There we go. I believe it was at the top of the room anyways. Got some Metroids here, okay. I'm surprised the Metroids aren't escaping, because they can definitely do that by now. I think maybe it's up here? Nope. Oh god. Oh! Where'd he go? He just ran all the way over here and then back to me? That's... Yeah, space pirates will do that sometimes. The enemy AI is kind of weird sometimes. And this is why I got that missile expansion earlier. It's because I would have had to try doing the dark right now if I didn't do it earlier. There we go. Should be sticking with my technique that I was already using before. I would default to super missiles, but yeah, I don't want to waste them. Okay, this is where I missed the scans, I'm pretty sure. Yep, right here. Confidence is high regarding Phazon applications. We know enough about Phazon now to begin combining it with Space Pirate DNA. Their code name for this venture will be Project Helix. Preliminary studies indicate that Phazon fusion could produce new pirate genomes. Benevolent mutation levels are high in current test subjects. Phazon madness is a current concern, but refinements in the infusion process should reduce or neutralize the odds of mental degeneration. Yeah, so we might mutate them, but we'll keep them mentally sane at least. So that way they can stand trial. Okay, what are we doing? Alright, that's right. Okay, way back to the observatory. Okay, one more turret here. How they managed to regenerate these things so fast, I have no idea. Okay, more of these bomb move things. They tend to move faster whenever you use your charge wave beam. But other than that, they move faster too. Well, I think I just said that. Whatever. You get the idea. That's how they behave whenever you have your charge beam on. So this is the one bit where you don't have to use your thermal visor because it's, yeah, this is outside, so obviously it's not necessary. In fact, I don't think you need to fight these enemies. I remember, okay, so this bit right here, the segment where you're making your way back to the observatory from the research core, it's not that long of a segment, but yeah, that you do have to go through this without saving, but still, people made this out to be a lot more difficult than it actually is. I remember when I was doing my blind LP, people said this is a very difficult part because you have it's a long segment between save stations, kind of, but it really isn't. It's like only 3 big rooms or so in total between the research core and here, so it's really not that bad. Okay, so yeah, the observatory is also dark, but it doesn't change the fact that we can just head to our save station here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to heal up, I'm not going to save. That's what happens if you use a save station without saving. Just hit it. Refills your energy, that's it. Alright, so now let's clear out the pirates here on the bottom of the room. I don't think they're... yeah. They're just regular pirates, they're not the shadow pirates. I can never forget their names. I mean, I can never remember their names. There we go. Yeah, don't add me for always using my technique, okay? I forget sometimes, okay? I'm not Mary Sue here. I do have imperfections. Phase on mining is underway. Several garrisons have been established, and the terraforming of the Choza ruins is underway. Security systems, our operational and science team continues to make progress in their biotech research. The Fendrondras have proven to be an optimal location for research headquarters, and soon will be joined by a full operational combat base and starport. If command's predictions are half true, we shall rise to dominance in the sector within a decacycle. Truly, there are glorious times. Uh-huh. Y'all are mentally deranged. Scans of the spiral sector detected a massive energy spike emanating from Wanderer-class talent planet identified as Talon 4. Scout reconnaissance was immediately dispatched to the center of the spike. A landmass at heading mark 40.0802 returned with planetary samples and atmospheric imaging analysis shows the energy source to be an unstable radioactive material of enormous potential. We are unable to form an accurate risk assessment at this time, but we are unlikely to find an energy source that's powerful again. Analysis will continue, but certainly currently Town 4 appears to be a viable secondary headquarters. Okay. So that tells us what the pirates are doing here. They saw something flying towards this planet like, oh, that planet's effed. I'm gonna go there. Okay, it wasn't that like that, but still. Alright. What time are we up to? 12:50? Okay, this episode might go overtime, but who knows? Oh, Sentry Drone time. Oh yeah, whenever they do malfunction your visor, I do believe you can't lock on to them. I could be wrong though. I think that's the main issue whenever that happens. You just can't lock on to stuff. Alright. Oh yeah, and if I haven't mentioned it yet, whenever you do Sentry Drones do sense you, they will lock the doors, as it mentioned in the scan. Come on. Yeah, sometimes it takes a while for doors to open. Apparently, there's like multiple different versions of Metroid Prime. In fact, actually, as of the time I'm recording this, I recently picked up a second copy of Metroid Prime on the GameCube. Oh, here we are. Remember this? Made a cordite. Let's do this. And missile expansion. All right. Did I scan everything in here? I'm not sure. I sure hope so. It looks like I did. Okay. Alright, anyways, like I was saying, yeah, there's multiple different releases. Well, there's at least 2 different releases of Metroid Prime in North America on the GameCube. The first time was the original release in 2002, and apparently there was a bug, like a game-breaking bug that would cause like a glitch with that would cause the game to freeze sometimes when it would load rooms, essentially. I didn't know about that. I was actually surprised people didn't, or if maybe I just missed that in the comments, or maybe, I don't know. But I don't remember people telling me that, and it's actually very interesting to know that, because I actually had a specific version of the game that came out in 2004 that came with a Metroid Prime 2 Echoes bonus disc or whatever, and that was a re-release of the game that came packaged with a silver GameCube. You know, once again, 2004, right? I think like right before the release of Metroid Prime 2. But the original release in 2002 had that game-breaking bug that could potentially freeze the game whenever it loads certain rooms. So I'm kind of interested now. I'm gonna be testing out that copy because yeah, that's the thing. I got a copy of the original game that had just the game itself, not the Prime 2 bonus disc. So I'm wondering if I'll run into that glitch if I played that copy. But either way, I have 2 copies of Prime 1, which I guess is there's never too many copies of that game. There's also a version of the game that came bundled with Zelda Wind Waker, and that is one of the more rare GameCube titles. Actually, I've seen it in game stores. And it costs $500. So I can only imagine how much a scalper would charge for that. Didn't work that time. Shit. There we go. Come on. But yeah, this episode might go into overtime because we're actually coming up on a boss here real soon. So, and it's one of the major bosses too, actually. So it's technically the quote-unquote major boss of Phendrana Drifts. Each region has one, except for Magmore Caverns. The major bosses take a lot more time to defeat. They're more well-defined in Prime 2 than they are in this game, but they're definitely there. For instance, the big boss of Chosen Ruins, as I mentioned before, was the Flagra. The one from Phendrana Drifts we're about to fight here real soon. Phendrana Drifts is technically the second major area of the game, actually. Because, once again, Magmore Caverns doesn't count. Alright. Anyways, we're almost back out to that, crossroads area, whatever that room is. That had 3 or 4 different ways to go. Well, 3, because you don't count the save station, obviously. We're definitely going to be getting a pretty useful power-up from this boss here, though, so definitely looking forward to that. But my main issue, however, is that we're kind of low on missiles here, and I'm not a big fan of that. Maybe I'll save the boss for next episode, because we are getting up to about 17 minutes here, so I don't think it would be too bad if I had an episode slightly shorter than 20 minutes. Yeah. I don't want to go into overtime too much, but I guess we'll go ahead and at least tease the boss. Maybe not tease the boss, but like just get right to where the room is, because it's literally right past the store pretty much. So I'm actually, the funny thing is, after playing this game so many times, I can actually tell I've actually memorized where certain conduits are. There's actually a conduit behind a cordite panel right here. You have to destroy it, and then so simply activate your wave beam, and then fire at the conduit. And there you go. Now you can get through this door. So if you know where the conduits are, like you can memorize them, then you won't need your thermal visor. You can skip the thermal visor if you know where the conduits are. Alright. Put some boxes here, because why not? It's it's snowing, so it feels like Christmas, so I'm definitely obligated to open up boxes, That's how it goes. Okay, so the boss is in, it's in the very next room, actually. It's this big dome here. Yep. Now this looks a lot more like Sandy's Tree Dome than what is actually Lambeau Field. Just saying. Because I called Lambeau Field Sandy's Tree Dome in the original Blind Let's Play, so yeah. Anyways, y'all, next time on Metroid Prime, we take on a boss, and then we, I think we go back to Magmore Caverns and then go from there. I can't remember what comes next after. I can't quite remember where I go next after this. Let me take a look. So we're actually going to be going back to Chosen Ruins after we take on this boss, and then we got some new stuff to get over there. So that's what the plan is. So next time on Metroid Prime, I'll see you guys then. Bye. Woo!